What's up, guys? So this is the third video so far, because I just feel like pumping out videos, and I'll stop when I feel like fucking stopping. Fuck you. You don't know me. You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass, boy. You don't want it. I'm gonna beat your ass. So I want to talk about two events that happened during the course of the 20 days or so that I didn't make a video. These two events that happened. They're both just awkward run-ins with strangers. So I went to IHOP. This was fairly close to the finishing of the Q&A video. Why do I even say finishing? This was fairly close to the Q&A video. This was within 3 or 4 days. Me and JoJo went out to IHOP at like 3 a.m. And the waitress, oh, poor lady. I just almost called her a guy too. If she ever sees this video, she's probably gonna kill herself. I have a fear that I'm gonna make people kill themselves. I've come to the conclusion that I feel like a lot of my niceness towards people is out of fear that I'm going to make them kill themselves, because you never know how close people are. And I don't want to be that final push, you know what I'm saying? Because how do you live with that? I don't think anything's there's not a lot that's worth saying something to somebody and then knowing that that thing you said to them was their source of killing themselves. Why have I been talking about killing myself? Oh! I'm going to hell. So yeah. What was I going? Oh yeah, so there was this lady, and she was the IHOP waitress, and she was nice as can be, and I was just sort of being in a really facetious and sarcastic mood, and we were basically the only ones there, and I guess she was cleaning up at the same time, so she comes up and takes our order, and everything's fine, and then she walks away, and I got orange juice, and she comes back pretty soon after, because I guess she was looking to make sure that to see if I had drank all the orange juice, and I did, and she asked, would you like any more? And I said yeah, and she was walking away, and I thought she was all the way gone when I said, of course I want some, you fucking cunt. But I was saying it to JoJo to make JoJo laugh. And she was right behind me, cleaning the table behind me, but she didn't say a thing. The way I know she was there was JoJo, who was sitting in front of me, looking at her behind me, just went, like, I just fucked up. And I knew, now I get those now I understand those movie moments, because then, at that moment, I understood that, oh shit, she's right behind me, isn't she? I don't even think he was necessarily looking at her. It was just, that's what happened. And it was bad. So, then it happened again. She came back, and it was after we signed the check or whatever, and she was like, alright, you guys have a good night. And I'm like, I just said something shitty. Like, it was even worse. It was even more appalling than my previous statement that she heard. And I don't remember what it was, because JoJo, I should have JoJo tell the story, because he remembers it vividly. But she was just it was like she walked like a couple steps and then stood there behind me, just to see if I would say some shit. Just to see if my bitch ass would say some shit. And I did. And, I'm sorry. If you see this video, please know that I'm not like that. I'm a good person. I was just being an asshole. But I wasn't being an asshole. I was just trying to make my friend laugh at your expense. But it wasn't really at your expense because you weren't there. I did it thinking that you weren't there. So it wasn't... It's the thought that counts. You understand? I tipped her like $10, so... That's good. I'm sorry. Please know that, Miss Waitress. You were nice, and I'm nice, so please don't not like me. Okay, so moving on. Okay, now that I've gotten that off, now that I've gotten that off my shoulders, moving on. I was going to JoJo's house, and I was pulling into the parking lot of the complex that he lives into, and it was me and my sister, and as we were pulling up, we saw this. He was a black guy in a beanie and a wife beater, and he was walking down in the middle of the street, and I had to like wait for him to pass by enough so that I could go around him to get into the middle of the street again, to then make it into the parking lot. And it was like he knew he was blocking us. Like we didn't make a big deal out of it because he looked intimidating and like he was capable of beating my little white ass. So, and I know my sister wouldn't help either, because we've told each other that if it ever came down to it, we'd both run. And we both love each other, but I think you gotta love each other a special way to say that to each other. But that's the truth. I feel like if my sister was ever, if someone like that, no, if a bad guy was ever coming for my sister, and I was in the vicinity, and he had the ability to take me out as well, I'm out of there. I know that's fucked up. But yeah. I mean, and I know that sounds fucked up, but you know what the truth is? I think a lot of people would. Because my first instinct is to say, of course I would stay and help. But I think when you're really there, I don't know. There's not a lot of people I love that much. I love people. I don't love people that much. But there was this guy, and he was there walking towards us. I'm really going to hell, aren't I? But there was this guy, and he was walking towards us, and he passes by, and I move over, and I get into the parking spot, and I'm making sure I have all my shit, make sure I have my wallet, keys, everything, my phone, and we're getting ready to get out of the car, when he doesn't even really knock on my window, he just puts his fucking hand on it. He just, hey, that thing, alright, that now. And then he knocked a little bit. Scared the shit out of me. And rightfully so, because what was coming was bad. He rolls down the window, he took the window. I rolled down the window, and okay, this was bad. He proceeded to say, okay, I have an STD, and I'm dying, and I can't afford the medication. But he said it in a way that was like, give me money, you fucking punk. Like, what do you even do in that situation? So I took the 20 that was in my wallet, and I gave it to him, and I didn't even mean to. I just reached in, I didn't even look, because I was afraid that if I looked away, he was gonna shoot me. Because that's how those things happen. Like I could see it, like me being on TV and shit, for like the fucking news. Like, just me and my sister just got fucking shot in the head. And if you've ever seen The Office where Dwight is talking about, I think it's either season 1 or 2, I think, Dwight is talking, they were talking about, like, if you have a bullet, if you only have, like, one bullet, how do you kill a group of people? And he was saying that you shoot them all through the neck lined up. And they were all like, oh, that would work. Fucking crazy-ass Dwight. But me and Kelly were in that alignment. And I could see that going down. And I know that sounds irrational now, but if you were there, you'd know, because he took the can full of soda he had and he chucked it, like he was so angry at the fact that he was dying that he took, I guess it was a Diet Coke or something, and he threw it so hard, it was closed. He threw it so hard against the curb that it splattered all over me in the car. Somehow it missed him. It splattered on, like, this side of me and all over my fucking car. And he was like, alright, thanks. And then he just left. And I just kind of sat there, me and Kelly, just like, oh, fuck. That just happened. And I still don't know what to think about it all. I still don't know. I don't want to talk about it. That's all. I think I'm done making videos. I don't know. the reason that my room's a mess and stuff is because, you know, I'm in the process of moving out, so probably get back to work on that, and I'll make a video when I make a video. I'm in the mood again, so you probably get one tomorrow, and then probably one the next day. And then after that, I'm not going to make one. And then after that, I'm going to make one. So, peace.